All right, greetings all, and welcome back. Stop losses. We've been talking about that a little bit. Some other people have mentioned stop losses on their channel and mentioned some of the dangers. They were kind of longer videos, so I want to point out exactly the reason that I don't use stop losses on things unless they're way above where I think that they're going to go. Because in crypto, it's very dangerous unless you're around all the time to buy back in. So we had been cruising along at 42,000 after a dip, right? After a consolidation, after a manipulation crash, consolidation, and we've been kind of tooling along sideways, waiting for the market to go up, right? And yet, market's weak and somebody took advantage, either selling something or whatever is going on. So the middle of the morning, we're going along at $42,000. And at 2 a.m., you go from 42,000 all the way down to 40,000 down here. 40,996. So if you had your stop loss in there at 41,000, which is actually the resistance level, which is why it bounced off. If you had your stop loss there, your Bitcoin would have sold, right? And within the hour, an hour later, Bitcoin is back up to 43,374. Which is $500 above where it was, for the last 24 hours. So you see, this maybe could be people doing this stuff to wipe people's stop losses and pick up some Bitcoin or whatever they want to get. I don't know. The only thing that I notice is on Whale Alert. We go over here. Whale Alert on Twitter. You can see massive amounts of Ethereum getting kind of moved around, but not really a huge deal. You got some Bitcoin and some things like that are getting moved from wallets to wallets. Apparently there was, something like 1,000 Bitcoin moved onto an exchange that could have triggered some of it. I don't know. It's not something that I'm particularly worried about, but this is an example of right here what happens in that, Bitcoin having a stop loss on it, there's really no point in selling it because it's always going to come back up. Now, an altcoin that you're uncertain about and you're kind of like, I don't know, we'll see. I'll put money in this and we'll see how the project does. Like maybe a Cardano or something, where it should be Cardano by all means should be like $3, $4, but it's not. It's like $2, something like that. Okay, with the stop loss, but on Bitcoin here, as you can see, you have your stop loss set here at 42.2. Your stop loss is set at 41, right? Bam, 40,996. Your stop loss got sold. It's the middle of the morning. It's 2 o'clock. Everybody's in bed. And an hour later, it's 43,173. You wake up and you don't even, maybe not even notice or know. You just go, oh, Bitcoin's up to 43,000. You may not even check that your stuff got sold. So now when you have to go, you find by the time you figure out your stuff sold on a stop loss, you're buying back in at $1,000 more than what you were sitting at before. See, just want to point that out because it was a perfect example. I happened to not be watching the markets. I was working during this middle of the night, but when I got home, this crash had already happened and it was at 43,000. And I didn't even notice that anything happened, and I was up. I was awake. Okay, so this is just an example I want to show to people. So use your stop loss at your own risk, and be aware that in crypto, things like this happen a lot. So if you're not going to be able to buy back in, or you're going to be away from the market for a day or two, probably not a great idea to have your stop loss. Anyway, you'd have that thing set down to a catastrophic level. Right. All right. With that, we're out of here.